Hey, you guys, we've got another brave soul today. Jackie Cox is here. She is coming from Hawaii, from Maui, Hawaii, right?
Yes, Maui.
Love, love, love. Okay. So her weather is better than my weather, even though my weather ain't bad. Um, Jackie, go ahead and tell us, like, where are you at today right now in Make? Like, what does the team look like? Just so people, whenever they see what we're going through, they can see, oh, this has built that.
Yeah.
But to also, I mean, that's really it. Honestly, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. I've been at 50K leader for probably since I started about a year ago. I would say maybe
Okay.
in like May. And I am knocking on the door to 100K, and that's my goal right now, my short-term goal.
Right.
I'm like 25K-ish shy, 20 to 25. So
Okay.
um that's where I'm just trying to get to that next step.
I love it. What are your personal sales at? Because I always love to hit those too.
Yeah. Yeah, so is around 8 to 10,000. I hit 10K leader twice the last month, around 8. So this month I'm hoping to get back to 10 for the new bonus. So hopefully I can get that.
Love, love. Yay! I
Yeah.
forgot about that already. I'm
Yeah.
so like everything everywhere that I forget about bonuses all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that was cool. Um, okay, cool. So let me go ahead and share the screen, but let me also do a little preface here because people are going to see your stuff and be like, what is she doing here? Um, the reality is, what you guys are about to see is a really good account. There's only two things, and I'm going to talk them through as we're going through. There's a couple things that on both sides, and I was talking to Jackie before we went live or before we started recording, where there's going to be some tweaks we can do for discoverability, and then there's other tweaks for like loyalty and stickiness and having people continuously come back to the account. Also, should I mention my hair's crazy? I don't know if I should mention it. Do we call out the elephant or we just let it be?
I love it. I
I'll
love
do both. I'll do
it.
It's just wild today, guys. It's like call after call, and I'm like, no makeup, hair's crazy, and let's record a video right now as we're doing it. So, anyway, let me go ahead and share my screen and let's look at. And guys, this is so brave of people to do. You feel like your pants are down in public, like where you're like, okay, let's look at my stuff that is literally here, which every single person second guesses everything they post anyway. So whenever you do this, it's just like, okay, every fear I had is now coming up and like, what are we going to talk about? But anyway, just give these people so much dap for being brave to come on. So love, 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 love. Uh, great photo, obviously. Screams, I do fitness, right? Um, tell me about Maximize Her. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I have a fitness app, and I call it Maximize Her because it's geared towards women that I want to just maximize, their wellness potential. I really only have the app. I was trying to, create some programs, but then I actually found Make, and I've been able to then just kind of blend it together, which is nice.
Yeah, so plugged into the breakthrough program and
Yeah.
yeah, awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Um, I coach women, so good sentence here. I coach women in their perimenopause era. Love that you put it all caps too. To build muscle, get stronger, and age confidently. Those are great words. Um, do you coach weight loss?
Um, I don't necessarily focus on the weight loss.
Okay to
I
say
just want them to do the things that they need to do, and that is the side effect.
that's the yeah, yeah. For discoverability, you may even say something because if you don't coach weight loss, obviously you're not going to say that you do because that wouldn't make sense. But to have the people that want you still are looking for weight loss. And
Hmm.
so what I would want to do is something like even an inverted thing, even
Hmm.
like we don't focus on weight loss, but it naturally happens. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That kind of sentence where you still have the SEO of it without saying that that's what you do. So
Okay.
just something to think about because that's going to be like the biggest thing that they're searching for probably. Um, but also perimenopause is huge. Gym owner, love, went to the gym. One, I went to the gym account. That gym account is solid. Who runs the gym account?
One of my coaches.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
she's
fabulous content
yeah,
for a gym,
she's
obviously. Do you guys, do you not talk about this stuff on the gym site? Is that something that you guys have chosen to keep separate?
yeah, I
Okay.
pretty much have me and my brand, and then the gym is its own thing.
Cool. Cool. I was just wondering about that. Awesome. Excuse me. I noticed your pinned posts, which I love, love, love. I'm gonna cough again. This is a great post here. So introducing the Make Her breakthrough challenge. So every just for people watching, everybody should have pinned posts that say basically like who am I, which is what this one is right here. A what do I do, which is kind of like this. And then you've also got an explainer on peptides, which is brilliant. So like whenever people find you, it's a very easy, top three things to see. So I love that. Um, when I added this biohack, love the term biohack, to my daily routine, I dropped 3 pounds in 4 days, finally got my energy back. Love, and this is a carousel, isn't it? Yes. So, there is something, I love a carousel with testimonials, and you make it so simple. You actually did something, I love this. Uh, you did something over here. Where was it? Um, Maybe it was here. It had someone in it and it was talking about it and it is Leanne Vogel. It had Leanne in
Oh,
it.
Leanne. Yeah.
Which post was that? Because I want to go to that real quick. Do you remember?
Which book was that?
Was it this one? It might have been this
Mm, it might have been. Yeah, she's on there. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. I think it was Leanne. Wait, no.
one.
I think it was on my stories, to be
Oh,
honest.
shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
You said, and this is great for any make people, you said instead of using the word peptides, you used amino chains. And that is so, when I saw it, I was like, she's brilliant.
So
Because
I can't take credit for that. That was actually Leanne's post,
I
and then
believe that.
we shouted it.
Totally. Leanne's brilliant
Yes.
in her
Yes.
own right, right?
Yeah.
Leanne, if you're watching, you already know you're smart.
Yeah.
Um, She that the amino chains instead of the word peptide is so good. Because the platforms they don't it's not like they're blocking peptide yet.
Right. Yeah.
But they're certainly very sketch
Yeah.
when they play around with it. So I love that she said that and there's something to think about. And now that's what we'll see everybody do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be doing that. Um, so so for discovery, because I love all of these are perfect things that you're doing. So there's you talking about the new peptide, which of course we have right here, right? Um, and then, going into the who's it's, the what's it's, the whys, all of that. And then there's this, I love this about the GLP-1. It's it's kind of like this or that, um,
Hmm.
which is very smart. And having a video or a B-roll on the back end of that, perfect. Um, this is obviously great as well, going through that narrative. So this is all what I would call educational content, which
Right.
is a strong part of a good profile is educational content. The other strong part of a great profile, if you can do both of these really well, which I know you can because I've seen you out in the wild, um, is like really because I don't hear you. That's
Mm.
the thing is as I'm going through these posts, like I know how cool you are. I've seen you from afar and I've seen how cool you are. And so like I know that, but I don't see, like, I don't get to hear it.
Right.
There's something that happens with our voice, with our countenance, with the way that we talk, that is very uh, either magnetizing or polarizing, right, for
Mhm.
people. And so our people will come in and stay until the cows come home whenever they see us actually talking about stuff and they hear us, like it's almost like the eyes are the garage doors to the soul, right? Like where you see what somebody's about, but our
Yeah.
voice, our cadence, and the way that we carry ourselves is like that's soul stuff, like that's where you get a person whenever they've really kind of stepped into their thing, and you're certainly already there. And so I would just love to see it more. And what that would and let me also just make another case for it. Not that I need to, but just for anybody watching. Um, we are people are calling it, marketers always have to come up with a word for things, are calling it a trust recession that we're in right now.
Mhm.
And it all comes from AI. And essentially it's everybody doesn't want to look stupid. It's like a whole Maslow's hierarchy of needs. One of the things is identity and not looking stupid, frankly. That's not what they name it.
Mhm.
Maslow didn't say that, but it's basically that. And they don't want to engage with content that might be AI, and they frankly don't trust anything that they see.
Right.
And so in that world, which is certainly the world that we live in right now, you
Mhm.
can either double down on that and just hope. I mean, I guess hope for the best. I don't know. It's crash and burn, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
but or you could actually go the opposite direction. You could go real gritty with it.
Mhm.
And you can just do like face videos, not the super. I mean, frankly, it's why I do this. It's why I don't care what I look like on some things. Sometimes I put myself together. A lot of times I don't, because why would I make AI look like this?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so much more believable. And
Yeah.
so, uh whenever you're doing the video, just do like a face. I'm not telling everybody to look terrible, right? But just do like those face videos where it's you, where they can feel you, because even though AI visibly has gotten better, you
Mhm.
can't feel it. It
Yeah.
still has not gotten to the point where you can feel what it's communicating. And
Right.
so doing that is going to not just, like, you're attracting people already likely with this content, but then those are going to be the people that become like so magnetized, so like um the way I describe it is like Velcro. um
Mhm.
you know how whenever somebody has one Me Too moment or one moment with somebody where they're like, oh, I like them,
Yeah.
it's kind of stuck with the Velcro, but it's kind of just the hairs. That's kind of sounds gross, but it's just the hairs, and it could also just fall apart. um
Right.
but the more moments somebody has with you like that, the more stuck they are, right? The
Yeah.
more it's just like, these are just my people and they're going to ride with me forever, kind of like wherever we go, we're going together, like we ride at dawn. And
Right.
so that is what you're going to get, because that's who you are. Like it's doing you such a disservice to not see this. What are your thoughts on that? I'll stop talking.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. And sometimes I forget to show up, even in my stories. I don't know. And then when I do, I'm like, like that was I love doing that. Like, why do I not do that?
Yeah.
So are you saying like to now like put that like into a reel or a video and just post it on my page?
I would do it. I would even test, because I test things. So
Okay.
I would even test a live, and then save it as a reel, right?
Okay.
So obviously reels over 3 minutes don't get pushed out. So that would be really for your people. So if it's a
Okay.
longer live, you're talking to your people already following you, and make sure that that comes across. If it's a shorter one, less than 3 minutes, know that you're talking to people that don't know you yet, and make sure that comes across. So
Okay.
that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Um, like even saying, so I call out elephants. So even saying, hey, listen, we don't know each other yet, but I'm the girl that does X, Y, and Z. you I love your look and I freaking love your voice. Like you have a good voice. So like use it so much. It's like
Yeah.
sprinkle it all over, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Thank
yeah, of course. And stories certainly show up in stories, do that. What I do is I mean a lot of my regular posts get pushed into stories, but also what I do is I set a timer for 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. If I haven't posted my story by then, I do
you.
three of those. So if I haven't posted by then, I post. But those times are specific and local to you. So for people that are
Okay.
watching, this isn't just, Eastern, it's local to you. Um, because that's when your people are typically either on a break,
Mm,
on a morning break or an afternoon break, or at nighttime, things are starting to wind down and they're looking at their social. So it's all times that people would naturally be looking anyway. So so yeah, and the way that I handle stories is and I go through this like in the strategy drop and everything, but in the stories, the very first story of the day is going to be, I have to think about it now because I have it all planned it out. But the very first story of the day is kind of the hook story, and it's really
mm,
a more behind the scenes. It's kind of
okay.
like, here's what I'm doing today, and maybe you're setting a hook for like I've got this to do today. I'll let you know how it goes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're opening a loop.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
then the middle of the day is education, which you love. You could
Yeah.
freaking read one of your older posts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or just FAQs. Okay, so here's
Mhm.
where I'm so nerdy. Um, FAQs are the best fodder for stories. So, like, hey, somebody just asked me X, Y, and Z, and I wanted to answer it here
Mm,
because I see a lot of lies out there, and let me make sure that you guys know the truth. That's like
mm,
just so good. And it can be somebody, or it can be a question that somebody asks, because as leaders, we literally do get a lot of questions, right? Um,
right.
but it can also be a question that you wondered and then you discovered the answer to, like, hey, I just went down this rabbit hole. I figured I'd make it easier for you. Here's what I learned. Um,
Hmm.
and so there's that. And that's the middle of the day. So that's the 2 p.m. one.
Okay.
And then the 6 p.m. one is a CTA. So a
Okay.
six or a call to action. So
Yeah.
a 6 p.m. one is going to be giving a lead magnet. If you have a lead magnet, like if you build email lists, or hop into the breakthrough, or the next one starts on this date, make sure you're in or whatever. So that's your CTA one. But the thing that most people do, like in the awareness levels, is
Hmm.
of like the buyer journey, is that most of them only live in CTA world. And that's what exhausts their people and makes their
Mm,
people go away. And it's like so sad to watch, because those people would jump off the fence. Like they would actually join the thing if they were
hmm.
also being given educational content, some like personal one-on-one, like the face to video stuff. Um
Yeah.
like and then the CTA works really well. But the CTA by itself is just the top of the iceberg, right?
Yeah.
So
Love
what
that.
questions do you have about what I just yelled at you? I'm
No,
sorry,
I
I get
love
more
that.
excited.
I like that it's, spaced out. I never really thought about that either. Usually like I'll do like a blast in the morning and then and then just leave it alone.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Um, but I do know it all makes perfect sense and I can definitely do that.
That's like a do it today thing,
Yeah.
like
I'm already
there's
thinking.
yeah, right. There's so many things that we like as affiliates or business owners or whatever, we're just like, okay, I want to do this thing, but we think in like these grandiose terms, and we're like, there's this really big thing that I want to do and it's going to take some doing and I'm really excited about doing it. And we get really excited about the beginnings of things and we get excited about the journey of the thing. But then like the things that we could literally do today get like looked over. It's
Yeah.
almost like stepping over a dollar bill to pick up a penny. Like it's just, it's the weirdest thing that we do. And all of us business owners do it. We all do it. We get caught up in like bigger stuff where it's like, you've already got everything you need. They just
Mm.
need to hear it in a different way and they need to
Yeah.
see you in a different way. And
Yeah.
so, so far as discoverability, because I mentioned that, we talked about that up here. Honestly, for discoverability, I think just putting that inverse statement about weight loss in here,
Hmm.
is going to be great. And then, let me see. Da, 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 da.
Mm.
There's something that worked really well for me. Yes, there's two things that are working really well for me right now. So I'm always in a testing situation and happy to always share like what's working. So um, something that worked for me really well yesterday is I posted just an image, not a carousel, just an image before and after. But it wasn't just before and after. I also put the text overlay. This is what it looks like, or this is what 170 pounds to 114 pounds looks like on a 5'3" frame. That
Mm.
got so many non-followers as an image, which is unheard of. That's not
Right.
how the algorithm works. And so like typically for those watching, a, a carousel usually, and also like just plain images, that's more for your followers. That's not really discoverability. However, it went nuts on discoverability. And so that instead of just doing the before and after, also say like the before weight and the after weight, and this is what it looks like on a whatever frame.
Yeah.
That's giving so much context that people are like, oh, I'm 5'3". And that, because
Yeah.
have you ever done that? I used to
Mm.
do that. I used to Google what does it look like? What does it
Right.
look like to weigh 110 at 5'3"? Like that's
Right.
what does that look like? Do I want that?
Right.
And so I
Right.
think that's why it worked. But anyway,
Love
um,
that.
what else? Oh, and then also just kind of like peeling the layers off of it. The one image, and this is the weirdest thing. It's in the last 2 weeks that this has been acting this way.
Mm.
One image has been doing better than an entire carousel.
Huh.
I don't, I don't, it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's going to stay that way, frankly. But if there's, and it's one image with a text overlay, so like a
Mm.
hook overlay.
Huh.
Um, Now I love your carousels where you have the testimonials. But those could also be, and those do have power by themselves because it's like, and
Right.
it's just like heaping.
Yeah.
Like the proof just compiles. And I love that. If you have carousels, which you do, that are kind of more telling a story, like right here, or it's like an
Mhm.
info carousel, so not the testimonial ones, I would test
Yeah.
the hook being right here, having it as just one image, but make it
Okay.
real hooky, like
Mm-hmm.
something that's real stop the scroll about it. And then
Mm-hmm.
basically you take the story of the carousel as the slides and you just make them vertical in the
Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
And I would test that. I would even test it on that same thing or test
Okay.
it from something 30 days ago
Yeah.
that already looked like it did well. And then for
Okay.
anybody that's watching right now, just because I cannot shut up, I took a focus, but uh, uh, don't forget to also be looking at your insights. If you don't have insights, you need a professional account. Make sure that you switch over to that because insights are everything. Um, so make sure that you're going back to your posts. A lot of us think, oh, this post did well from yesterday. And then you kind of forget about it over time, but you don't realize that some posts pick up steam later. And
Mm.
so when you go back and look at your insights over the last 30, 60, 90 days, um,
Mm-hmm.
you will see some of those posts did really well, and then you'll see like the minutia, right? Like the real interesting stuff where a post will get a lot of reach but then it like maybe it didn't do that well, but it got a lot of reach. Okay, well, what does that tell us? It tells us the topic was right on with what
Hmm.
people are wanting, but for some reason, something wasn't hooky enough. Something didn't make enough sense. There was something in the messaging where they fell short, right? So then
Hmm.
you just recreate it and try again.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's just a little nugget for people. But
Yeah. I
what
like
can
that.
they answer for you? Because you're like off to the races. You're already
Um, I mean, gosh, you already like lit my fire to just show my face more. So I'm already in my head, like, okay, what am I going to talk about today? I'm going to get my day started, just talk about that. And then, I'm already thinking about the three stories.
I love it. That's literally so big. And then what you can do is even just download them. I don't know if you're a Facebooker, but you can download them and then upload to Facebook. That's
Yeah.
I do that all the time with Instagram because Instagram has better stuff like the stickers and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just download that and then I upload it over to Facebook just to
Yeah. Love
give it
that.
as well. But
Love
yeah,
that. All
cool.
right. Well, this was great.
Awesome. Yay. Well, I look
Yay.
forward to like watching as you post stories and all of the things. So anywho,
Yeah,
and I think you and I are going to be on a call later here in
we
about
are.
an hour. So I will see
Yeah.
you soon. Everybody,
Yeah.
you have an awesome day and thank you, Jackie, for coming
Oh,
on.
thank you for doing this. This was awesome. You're the best.
Of course. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys all have the best day.
All
Adios.
right. Bye.